Good morning, students. Today's topic is indifference curve analysis. Like in the previous chapter, we have discussed about utility analysis, and the basic limitation of utility analysis is that it is based on the assumption of cardinal measurement of utility. Means utility can be expressed in terms of cardinal numbers like 1, 2, and 3. But indifference curve analysis discard this assumption. Rather, it is based on the concept of cardinal numbers. Means utility is ranked as high or low only. It cannot be expressed in terms of units like 1, 2, and 3. So while we study indifference curve, it assumes certain things. So what are those assumptions? First one is money income of consumer is given and it remains constant. For example, if a person was earning rupees 60 earlier, then now he will earn rupees 60 also. Means consumer of income of the consumer will not change. Next is the consumer spends his income on such goods which can be substituted for each other, like tea and coffee, apples and oranges. Means if a person wants to shift his demand, then he can shift the demand from one product to another product easily. And the next one is the consumer's preferences for the two goods will be given. Next is more of a good always give more satisfaction to the consumer. This is called monotonic preference for a good. It is clear that if a person consumes 10 units of a commodity and another person consumes 15 units of a commodity, then the person consuming 15 units of commodity will get more satisfaction. So it is clear that more of a good always gives more satisfaction to the consumer. And the last one is consumer is rational. Means rational consumer is that person who wants to get maximum satisfaction out of his limited income. Next is indifference set and indifference curve. So what is the meaning of indifference set? It refers to a tabular presentation of various combinations of two goods that provide the consumer the same utility. Like it is clear from table 1. Here 4 combinations of commodity A and B are given. Combination A, B, C and D. In combination A, consumer purchases 1 unit of apple and 10 units of oranges. And under combination B, consumer purchases 2 units of apple and 7 units of oranges. Means if a consumer wants to buy more units of a commodity, then he has to sacrifice some units of another commodity. So in all the combinations, whatever be the level of satisfaction, it will remain constant. Means consumer will be indifferent about all those combinations. And indifference curve is the locus of various points showing different combinations of two commodities providing equal utility to the consumer. Means when the various combinations in indifferent set are plotted on a graph paper, it will be called as a indifference curve. So when we present all the combinations of table 1 in a graph paper, then a curve will be formed and that curve will be termed as a indifference curve. Like it is clear from figure 1. At combination A, consumer was purchasing 10 units of orange and 1 unit of apple. And on combinations B, on point B, a consumer is purchasing 7 units of oranges and 2 units of apple. Means within a given level of income, a consumer can purchase more of a commodity only by sacrificing some units of another commodity. So figure 1 shows indifference curve. So what are the properties of indifference curve? First one is IC curve slopes downward, means the slope of indifference curve will be negative, means it will slopes downward from left to right, means if the consumer decides to have more of one good, he must have less of other goods. Like from figure 2, it is clear that initially a consumer was having 5 units of oranges and 2 units of apples at point A. But if that person wants to have more units of apple, then he has to sacrifice some units of oranges. So at point B, a consumer has 3 units of oranges while he has 3 units of apple. So to gain 1 more unit of apple, he has to sacrifice 2 more units of oranges. That is why the slope of IC curve will be downward. Next is IC is convex to the point of origin. IC will be convex to the point of origin due to the marginal rate of substitution. So what is the marginal rate of substitution? As more and more units of a commodity are consumed by the consumer, his intensity of desire for that commodity tends to decline, implying that the marginal utility of that goods tend to fall. On the other hand, as more and more units of a commodity are sacrificed, his intensity of desire for that commodity will increase. So the marginal utility of that commodity tend to rise with every additional unit of being sacrificed. So due to the application of marginal rate of substitution, IC curve will always be convex to the point of origin. It will never be concave to the point of origin. Next is higher IC curve shows higher level of satisfaction, because at higher IC curve a consumer will have more units of commodities. Here all the combinations of IC1 and all the combinations of IC4, a consumer will get higher satisfaction at IC4 as compared to indifference curve 1. So higher level of satisfaction can be attained at a higher indifference curve. Next is indifference curve do not cross or intersect each other. As we know that points on an indifference curve are always equal, means a consumer will get equal level of satisfaction at an indifference curve. For example, here in the figure 7, 2 indifference curve are given, IC1 and IC2, which intersect each other at point A. So at indifference curve 1, point A and B are given, so point A is equal to B, and on indifference curve 2, point A and C are given, so A will be equal to C. So A is equal to B and A is also equal to C, so we can say that B is equal to C. But at point C, a consumer has more units of good X as compared to point B, but at both these points level of units of good Y are same, but at point C, due to the more of units of good X, the level of satisfaction at point C will be more. But from the figure we are concluding that point B is equal to C, which is not possible. So it is clear that two indifference curve will never intersect each other. Next is indifference curve does not touch x-axis or y-axis. because in difference curve, while we study indifference curve, we will also assume that a consumer consumes combinations of two commodity. So if the indifference curve touch x-axis or y-axis, in that case the consumer is consuming only one or a single unit of a commodity. Here in figure 8, indifference curve touch y-axis, means here at that point of time consumer is consuming only commodity y. He is consuming 0 unit of commodity x. Similarly, when indifference curve touch x-axis, in that situation consumer consumes only commodity x and the consumption of commodity y is 0. So if in any situation indifference curve touch either x-axis or y-axis, in that situation consumer will consume only single commodity. Next topic is consumer budget. So what is the meaning of consumer budget? Consumer budget is the actual purchasing potential with which he or she can purchase a number of two goods provided their prices. Under consumer budget, 2 points are budget set and budget line. So what is budget set? Budget set represent those combinations of consumption bundles that are available to the consumer given his income level and at the existing market price of a commodity. For example, if the income of the consumer is rupees 60 and he wants to spend that income on two commodities, commodity 1 and commodity 2. Assume that the price of commodity 1 is rupees 2 and that of commodity 2 is 1. In first situation, when he is spending all his income on commodity 2, with given income he can purchase 60 units of commodity 2 and 0 unit of commodity 1. In next stage, he wants to sacrifice some units of commodity 2 for commodity 1. At second point, he is purchasing 10 units of commodity 1 and 40 units of commodity 2. Similarly, all the combinations will represent budget set. And what is budget line? Budget line is a graphical representation of all possible combinations of two goods which can be purchased with given income and prices, such that the cost of each of these combination is equal to the money income of the consumer. Means when the budget set will be presented on a graph paper, we will call it as budget line. So, and the next is budget line and attainable and non-attainable combinations. So all the combinations which fall under budget line are feasible or attainable combinations. Means with given income, a consumer can purchase any combinations of commodity 1 and commodity 2 which falls under budget line. And non-attainable combinations are those combinations which cannot be purchased with given level of income. Or we can say that the income of the consumer is less if he wants to purchase those combinations of commodities. And the next is the slope of budget line. The slope of budget line will be always downward sloping, because if a consumer wants to have more of good X, then in that case he has to sacrifice some of the units of commodity Y. So he has to shift some of his income to the for purchasing of another commodity. Next is budget line can shift. Yes, budget line can shift to its rightward direction or to its left direction. In figure 13, the shifting of budget line can be explained. The budget line, as we know, represent all the combinations which a consumer can purchase with his given income. If the income of the consumer increases, then the budget line will shift to its right direction. But if the income of consumer decreases, then his budget line will shift to its left direction. Here in the figure, in this figure, 3 budget lines are given. Initially, suppose the income of the consumer is rupees 60. With that income, he can purchase any combination of commodity on AB line curve. But in second, suppose the income of the consumer increases to 120 rupees, then his budget line will also shift to its right direction, because now the consumer can purchase more of the commodities of more of the units of commodity 1 and commodity 2, because his income has increased. But if the income of the consumer has decreased to rupees 30, now he will purchase lesser units of commodity 1 and commodity 2. So the budget line will shift to its left direction or a backward direction. Next is budget line can rotate. Yes, budget line can rotate to the right as well as to the left. So budget line will rotate to its right. In that case, or in that situation, when the price of commodity will fall. In figure 14 or 15, it is explained initially when with given income, a consumer was purchasing all the combinations which were shown on AB line. Suppose the price of commodity A is constant, but due to decrease in the price of commodity X, now the consumer can purchase more units of commodity X with similar income. So the budget line will rotate to the right side or right direction. Now the new budget line will be ABN. Similarly, when the price of commodity Y will fall, then the consumer will be in a position to purchase more commodities of Y with similar expenditure. So budget line can also shift to its left direction, and in that situation the price of commodity will increase. So when the price of commodity increases, then the consumer will purchase lesser units of that commodity.